Now, welcome back to solving one more numerical problem on engineering mechanics, problem set 2.5, solution to 2.75. Here you will learn an important concept, why the normal reaction is not normal to the surface. So look at the statement first, a prismatic bar AB. AB is a prismatic bar, means at all points throughout the bar, its cross section is constant, and its weight is acting from the center of mass. Since it is a uniform bar, all throughout the cross section is same, it has the same density all throughout, so the center of mass will be exactly at the geometrical center. So from this point, its weight is acting vertically downward, that is given as 62.3 Newton. And the length of the prismatic bar, that is from A to B, the length is also given as 2.44 meter. This bar is hinged to a vertical wall. This is a vertical wall at point A, and supported the other end. The other end of the prismatic bar B is supported by this one. And what is this? Is a horizontal strut. Is a horizontal strut. I will explain you what is a strut. BC. Find the compressive force S induced in the strut and the reaction force at RA if the angle alpha is given as 25 degree. Here what will be interesting to learn is at this point, normally people think the reaction, it is touching here. So this is vertical, so here the reaction force will be to this side. That is not the case. That is to be learned from this numerical. Now, what is a strut? You must have seen certain aluminum channels or iron channels. They look like this. Here is a hole, here these are holes. This is an aluminum channel, these are the holes. So what is a strut? It is a strong rod made of metal or wood, and it helps to hold something such as a vehicle or building together. Now this is a strut channel. This is a strut channel. Now given alpha is equal to 25 degree, weight of the prismatic bar AB acting from the center of mass vertically downward. And when this produced, this meets the BC, the strut at this point, which I will call it as E, right? And now look at the triangles. This is the midpoint. This point is the midpoint. Let me call it as D. From the midpoint of this triangle, this line is parallel to this line, this side. So the side BC will be equally divided, means the length from B to E will be equal to length from E to C, right? That is from your school geometry. Now in triangle ACB, which is right angled here, if you take cos alpha and cross multiply, and if you take sin alpha and cross multiply, cos alpha is base over hypotenuse, sin alpha is AC over base perpendicular over hypotenuse. So from this, by cross multiplying, you get BC as AB cos alpha, I make it equation 1. And from here, if you cross multiply, you get AC as AB sin alpha, let it be equation 2. Now there is something interesting to understand here. There are three forces. I'll tell you what is the direction of the reaction force here, RA. But before that, let me explain the line of action of the weight W. The line of action of the weight W passes through this strut at a point E. Therefore, BE is equal to EC, because this line which is drawn parallel to this side from the center of this side of the triangle will equally divide the side BC in two equal parts, means BE is equal to EC. So BE is equal to EC, and that will be half of BC, half of BC. And how much is BC? BC is AB cos alpha, length of AB times cos alpha. So AB cos alpha over 2. Now let me the same diagram I have redrawn here. The same diagram, as you can see, I have redrawn here. Now here is the understanding. So we just concluded from B to E is equal to from E to C. Now if you look at this point E, the compressive force in the strut BC is pointing away, and from here the weight is pointing down. This is pointing to negative x-axis. This is pointing to negative y-axis. So the resultant of S and W will be to this side. So if the reaction force at point A is opposite to this and equal to the resultant of S and W, then the sum of the forces will be 0. Therefore, join this point with A, and that is, so this is the direction of the reaction force RA. So this is the direction of reaction force RA at point A, but not to this side. That is to be understood, because if there are three forces in a plane pointing in different directions, they must have a common point of concurrence, and the resultant of any two must be equal and opposite to the third one for the system to be in equilibrium. So therefore the conclusion is RA is pointing to this side at point A. Then I can shift RA from here to point E and draw a free body diagram at point E, taking this as x-axis and this as y-axis. So let this angle is beta. So we need to find out beta, then only we will be able to find out the component of RA along x-axis and the component of RA along y-axis. So we have to find out beta first. So let S is equal to the compressive force in the strut BC, line of action of S and W meet at E, which I just explained. The system is in equilibrium. There are three forces, S, W and RA. The resultant of S and W, which is pointing to this side, should be balanced by RA. Therefore, the conclusion is RA is pointing opposite to the resultant of S and W. The resultant of S and W is to this side, so RA must be pointing exactly opposite to that. So RA is pointing in the direction from E to A. So RA, the reaction force here, is pointing from E to A in this direction. Since it is a free vector, I can shift RA to the point E and draw the free body diagram. So let us first find out what is the angle beta. Now in this triangle, in triangle ACE, which is right angled at C, tan of beta will be AC over EC. So tan beta will be AC over EC, and AC we just calculated as AB sin alpha. From this triangle, AC was AB times sin alpha, and EC I just explained how it is AB cos alpha over 2. So 2 comes to the numerator, so AB cancels, the length cancels, sin alpha over cos alpha tan alpha. So 2 times tan alpha is equal to your tan beta, and the value of alpha is given as 25 degree. So beta is equal to tan inverse of 2 times tan alpha. Beta is tan inverse of 2 times tan alpha. Let it be equation 3, because I have already made 2 equations. So now put the value of alpha. in a scientific calculator, then your beta comes out to be 43.003071 degree. Converted into minutes and radians, it comes out to be 43 degrees 0 minute 11.06 seconds of arc. So I will only consider 43 degree as beta. So now the free body diagram at point E, this point E. I just explained why RA is pointing to this side, this beta is found out. Now we can apply sigma y is equal to 0. If you drop a perpendicular here, this length from here to here will be RA times sine beta, and that is being opposed by W. So RA sine beta is W. So by applying sigma y is equal to 0, RA sine beta is W. So RA is equal to W over sine beta is 43. Now put the values. W is given as 62.3. So this comes out to be 91.349 Newton. Then apply sigma x is equal to 0. This is already along negative x-axis. So the component of RA to this side, if you drop a perpendicular, this much will be this much. From here to here will be RA times cos beta, that is opposite to S. So if their magnitudes are equal, it will be in equilibrium. So S is equal to RA cos beta. So applying sigma x is equal to 0, S is equal to RA cos beta. Since RA is just found out, so put the value of RA and cos of 43 degrees. So your S comes out to be 66.808 Newton. Thank you.